Welcome to the Sports Quiz Challenge. We're about to compare LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant. So get ready to guess and learn some cool facts about these legendary players. It's your time to decide who's your GOAT. Let's get started. What are their full names? LeBron Raymond James versus Wardell Stephen Curry II versus Kevin Wayne Durant. Guess their birthplace. Akron, Ohio versus Akron, Ohio versus Washington, D.C. In which NBA draft and with which pick were they selected? (2003) first pick versus 2009 7th pick versus 2007 second pick. What's their height and vertical jump? (6'9" with a 44-inch vertical versus 6'2" with a 35.5-inch vertical versus 6'11" with a 35-inch vertical. Total career points. Who has the most? (40,474 points versus 23,668 points versus 28,924 points. Who has the highest points per game average? 27.1 points per game versus 24.8 points per game versus 27.3 points per game. How many triple doubles have they each recorded? (112 versus 10 versus 18. What is their career field goal percentage? 50.6% versus 47.3% versus 50.1%. What's their career three-point field goal percentage? 34.8% versus 42.6% versus 38.7%. Who has the highest free throw percentage? 73.6% versus 91% versus 88.4%. Who has the most career turnovers? 5,211 versus 2,987 versus 3,363. How many All-Star selections do they each have? 20 versus 10 versus 14. How many times have they made the All-NBA first team? 13 versus 4 versus 6. Who has the most MVP awards? 4 versus 2 versus 1. How many finals MVPs have they won? 4 versus 1 versus 2. How many NBA championships have they each won? 4 versus 4 versus 2. How many scoring titles have they won? 1 versus 2 versus 4. How many Olympic gold medals do they each have? 3 versus 1 versus 4. Who is the mother of each player? Gloria Marie James versus Sonia Alicia Curry versus Wanda Durant. Who are their wives or girlfriends? Savannah James versus Aisha Curry versus single. How many children do they each have? Three versus 4 versus none. What's their net worth? $1.2 billion versus $180 million versus $300 million. What's their most expensive car? Porsche 918 Spyder worth $1.4 million versus Porsche Panamera Turbo S worth $179,000 versus a 1996 Ford GT40 worth $2.4 million. Guess their shot celebration. The Silencer versus Night Night versus Too Small. Last question. Who's your GOAT? Comment with your pick down below. Thanks for playing. How well did you do? Drop your score in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more NBA quizzes. See you next time.